Happy.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I hate you so much. I hate you. This is the last episode you're going to be in. This is the last episode you're going to be in. Oh my Lord.
I can't breathe.
Oh my goodness gracious. Gosh. You're fired.
That's a good open because
You got you got the
wasn't
grade me out
wrong.
the image like America's Next Top Model. Just grade me out.
What?
Just grade him out.
Okay. Yeah, alright. Okay.
Can we do like a clip of like Greg being Tyra Banks? We were rooting for you.
True.
Hello and good evening, guys. It's January 10th, 2020. Hope you all didn't miss us too much. And we're back with another episode of the TLBX podcast, our mainline podcast to feed your hunger on video games, music, movies, TV, and many other avenues of entertainment. I'm trying not to laugh right now.
That's why I have this written down.
Oh my gosh. We are here on Fridays on twitch.tv/TheLunchboxPub. So be sure to follow and subscribe to us here on the channel. Be sure to press that heart sign right there and turn on the bell for notifications every time we're live. And keep up with everything we do on our social media channels on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Teh Lunchbox Pub. If you miss your chance to watch us live, don't worry, we got you covered, as episodes are archived on Twitch as well as uploaded in 2 parts on our YouTube channel soon after. So let's introduce ourselves. What's up, guys? I'm Greg M, aka The Remix, founder, CEO, editor-in-chief of the Lunchbox Publications, and I'm here with...
Hey everyone, Matt Green here, news aggregator and social media manager for the Lunchbox.
So,
Someone's about to be really fired to begin this new year. Someone's about to really get fired.
Big John, your turn.
Excuse me, I'm not next on the list. I was waiting. Hello.
What?
we should have like thought about this beforehand.
Wow, 2020. Great start.
I'll do
I
it.
thought you was going by the order of the names, man.
No!
No.
I sent the picture.
Huh?
I sent the order of the picture.
Oh, what? That ain't next. Oh wait, yes I am.
Fired! Oh my Lord! Oh my gosh. Oh.
This is what happens when you don't get enough sleep. Don't be like me, kids. Go to sleep.
You're right. You're right. You gotta get that sleep if you're early up.
What's
in
up,
the
everybody?
freaking
My name is
morning.
Big John. That's what they call me in the streets and in the sheets. Wait, that came out wrong.
Next.
Hey, can I start
Next. You blew it. Next. Too late. Oh no! Please. Good. Erisel.
She's muted.
Yo.
I'll just go next, okay? How
Yeah.
about
Oh, I
this?
did not know
Entire
that.
time. I love that.
What?
I was talking to you guys this whole time. I just want you to know.
Wow! Wow! Oh my Lord! Wow!
It was,
Oh.
it was a whole thing. Hey y'all, Erisel here, aka the Slytherin Queen.
It hasn't even been 5 minutes into the podcast.
Great start to the new year, Greg. Leave it alone.
Yeah, true. Okay, well, yeah, welcome. All right, so, wait, did you make your intro?
Wow.
No,
Oh my God!
I did not.
Oh, wow.
See,
Jeez.
who's fired now?
Yeah, boy, I'd rather not be talking after that. You, what?
Oh my god.
Yeah, okay.
I'm dying.
Oh
This
Lord.
is so great.
Great. Oh my goodness gracious. All right.
Alright, Paranormiac here. Gaylene. Actually. Yeah. Yeah. It's
I love you so much.
At this point, it's fine.
okay. Good enough.
Yours is the best.
Oh, thank you.
Right. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful holiday. We all had a relaxing one on our end. I spent time with Denise, my family, and friends. And what'd you guys do over the Christmas holiday?
I mean, I cried, but nobody was here. Right?
What?
I wasn't sober the whole time, so that was pretty awesome.
Okay.
Getting fat,
Okay.
even though I should not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Great. Great. Matt, how about you?
A lot of work.
Nah,
A lot of work.
dude. Oh man.
Oh yeah, that's true. I was working a lot too. I tried to ignore that, which is I think why I wasn't sober most of it.
Yeah. I mean. Okay. All right. Well, welcome to a brand new episode, guys. This is a great way to start 2020, and we're very happy and honored that that we're back and we have you guys listening and tuning in. We definitely have a show for you guys, because I think the number one topic we are focusing on is, well, recap of 2019. 2019 had an amazing amount of entertainment and pop culture that we've experienced individually or together as a group. And at the same time, well, we've all done our homework this past week from our very own Matt, and we've collected a series of lists for you all for us to share to you guys. And I think, Matt, you're gonna go first, correct?
Yeah. So just to give the viewers an idea of what we're doing. So first, we'll each have our so-called honorable mentions section, and at this point, by honorable mentions, basically just each of us giving our opening statements about uh, stuff not on our list that we liked of the year, stuff we didn't like, some maybe a couple quick experiences we want to share between us, just show how much we enjoyed 2019. And after that, we'll count down through our list. Each of us giving our uh, going through the list, so each give our fives and our fours and yada yada yada.
Okay.
So I guess I'll go first. 2019 was probably my busiest year in my life, considering how much stuff I had to do for work. Um, so there's only I won't say bits and pieces, but I didn't get to indulge in uh, as many things as I wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I keep a an app on my phone that tracks like all my basically my whole game collection,
Mm-hmm.
and of the 40 something games I have purchased this year, I've only got to like make a deep dive into maybe about 10 of them.
Oh, that's
Which
understandable. Yeah.
we'll get to in a bit. You know, it happens. It's adult life. Um, what else? I was able to see to enjoy a decent amount of things. Like on the movies front, there's only maybe a few of the big ones. Obviously a large amount of us enjoy Captain Marvel's, Spider-Man, Avengers Endgame, love Endgame. So Endgame is Endgame. Don't really need to like give a deep dive into that. Um, what else? What else? Was excited to see that we had the Breaking Bad universe coming back, ending things with El Camino.
That's right. I forgot that came out.
Oh yeah.
Giving Jesse the ending he so much deserved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It wasn't like a necessary extra story. It was basically 2 extra episodes of the series, but still very well thought out. Good to see a few characters come back. What else did I see this year? Detective Pikachu. I was amazed at how good this movie was.
Yeah. I mean,
there are 1,001 ways that this movie could have gone wrong, and thankfully it didn't.
Speaking of which, I did help Tita Heidi with her Christmas shopping. She was able to get that movie for Evan for Christmas, by the way.
So, nice.
Yes.
Aww.
He loved it. He loved it. So yeah, safe to say that.
What else?
Matt. Yeah.
Yeah. Surprisingly, Godzilla King of the Monsters this is actually the first time I've seen a Godzilla movie in the theaters. Wonderful time. Wish there was a little more to the plot, but at this point, it is what it is.
It was a fun movie.
Yeah. What else? Toy Story 4.
Dude,
again, another sequel that was not needed, but still very, very well executed.
Yo, I forgot I saw that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, me too.
I have not seen it yet.
It's good.
I know. Like,
strangely enough.
I mean,
I'm never planning on seeing it, so there's that.
Watch it.
It's a mood. It's a mood.
I will say, like I thought I was gonna be a bundle of tears watching it. Like Toy Story 3 and Coco got me.
Oh yeah, Coco.
Coco
Yo,
didn't get
Coco
me.
got me, and I saw Coco real
Coco
late.
did not get me. I'll
Dang,
be-
Greg.
Why?
Coco destroyed me. Like it was bad. I was ugly sobbing. the whole time.
I was able to like hold on to dear like no. Okay.
You have no soul.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it's a great movie. No, but continue, Matt.
Yeah, and what else? You know, the last How to Train Your Dragon movie.
I still haven't seen that.
That's
Yeah,
good.
me too.
It's good.
I forgot it came out this year because it came out so early in the year.
It came out right at the beginning.
So true,
February
wow.
24th or something like that.
It came out,
Yeah.
February
Yeah.
something.
Really?
22nd, I think.
Yeah, it did.
Wow.
It was another fitting end. You know, they didn't go all out with it, but I very much enjoyed it. Yeah, I didn't get to go out and see as many movies as I had wanted to. Most of my forefront was basically the few games I got to play and TV stuff. You know, we had second and final season of Cloak and Dagger.
Oh
which
yeah.
Yes.
Yo, this final season like was very very heavy. Erisel, did you watch it at all?
I started and I had to pause because it's like when I know I'm not going to get any more, I just need to drag it out. I'm actually doing this. I've been doing the same thing with The Runaways season 3.
Wow.
I'm like watching. I'm watching like 2 episodes, and then I'm like, no, I have to wait. My children are gonna leave me soon. Like it's this whole thing.
Oh no, I totally understand. But yeah, it was a heavy season to get through. Not so much because of the writing and stuff, because everything was top notch. But you know, it's the first time that like we see a Marvel property touch on like very real and current issues. You know, dealing with race relations and human trafficking, and like they got as close as they safely could while still being on freeform.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh
Yes. Freeform has been doing an amazing job as a platform, just in general. They're phenomenal at this point.
Mhm.
I love them. So glad
Yeah.
they changed their name.
I actually heard that Olivia Holt, the girl who plays Tandy, she actually had to step. You know, once the season finished, she had to step away from acting for a couple months to get her head right from all the stuff they had to cover in the season.
Oh no.
I believe that. I believe that. And I mean, for me, that is that shows growth, and that shows learning. And she's already such an amazing actress. I can't wait to see what she comes up with next.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When they first casted her, I was kind of worried. I'm like, you know, is she really a good choice?
Yes.
But she proved me wrong. Olivia Hope proved me wrong. I am hoping that you know, since we're not getting an official season three, hopefully we get those characters to appear somewhere else within the MCU.
I'm hoping so, because I don't think that Freeform or even like Hulu, since Hulu's been kind of picking a lot of stuff up as well. I feel like they're gonna. I'm hoping that they do something with it. I'm not gonna say that I've heard any rumors or anything like that, but I don't see them just dropping it altogether.
Yeah. What else?
Also, I hope Olivia Holt decides to come out with an album because she's actually a pretty decent singer. Just gonna put that out there.
I remember catching. I don't remember the name of the song, but I remember looking at the video. Something about her being a maid in a hotel and taking stuff. I don't remember which song that is, but it sounded pretty good. What else?
Yeah. Oh no, continue.
Oh no, I was about to go on to the next thing I covered, which was of course our ending and technically still going ending of Steven Universe.
Yup.
I love that they're not like actually ending it.
They're not? I thought this was like a short thing or something.
It's a short thing,
No.
but like I was worried that it would stop after the movie, and then they did it, and I'm just like, oh, thank God, because I can't handle.
Yes, Steven Universe features basically the epilogue of the series.
Ah.
I guess to try to figure out, give a proper ending to everybody instead of just dealing with the ending of the war and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
We need closure, boo. They were like, hey, here's this cutesy little cartoon. Dark things everywhere. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yep.
I mean, we're still getting that right now, especially with Steven himself. He was the
Oh,
basically our savior in the universe, and now he's sitting there going, "What the heck do I do now?"
Yep.
so much
Gotta
trauma that he has to
call
deal
it.
with. Like, basically, his mom is the bad guy. How do you deal with all of this stuff?
Exactly.
Yikes.
But great season. The movie was phenomenal. I still listen to what's that song? Other Friends every now and then.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, yeah.
Yo, Other Friends is a bop.
It is a bop though.
And yeah, I'm liking where we're going with with features so far. I'm not sure where we are now. I think it might be an episode 2 behind. I just saw the one with the cactus that he's growing.
Huh.
Is there any other episodes after that? Or
They on break right now.
oh, they're
Oh,
on break.
Yeah. I haven't
Wow.
I haven't seen anything new.
Okay.
so we might get a couple more episodes soon then.
Okay.
But
Swiggity.
yeah, I've been enjoying now. I'm just curious to see how they're going to leave Steven towards the very end. See if he can find his new purpose.
Oh god.
And then of course the most divided show of 2019, of course, Game of Thrones.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
I'll-
gonna leave my thoughts to my list.
No, yeah,
When
I'm
you
not
oh
going to
my
go deep
god.
into it because I know Erisel has a whole lot to say.
Yeah.
I'll just say it was
So
a very
fucking
interesting.
much.
It was a very interesting journey for me since I approached the series as a whole differently from everybody else because
Yeah.
I had started back in August of 2018. There was a challenge saying that if you watch 2 episodes a week, you'll be called right up to the
Oh
final
yeah.
season,
Yeah.
and I did that. So in my mind, it's not various seasons, but it's just like it's one big glob of stuff. It took me a good while to remember people's
Oh.
names. Like
Mhm.
Yikes.
I couldn't remember Theon's name until season 3, which didn't help because they started doing the whole Reek thing. So it's like, oh my god,
Oh
which
no.
name do I call you?
No.
You literally just call him that bastard. The entire time.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve a name. I'm pretty sure Reek confirmed that. No offense. I
Jesus
don't have any
Christ.
sympathy
Oh,
for him at
wow.
all. Like, it's just not.
That was rude.
It's not a thing. Anyway.
But it was overall still a very very wonderful journey in my mind. Yes, there's some parts that could have been done differently, done better, but it was a very fantastic journey. I'll leave it at that. And what else? What else? I mean, so that was really it on the TV front, and music was kind of odd for me this year, mainly because I didn't really like sought out that many things to really track in terms of music. I kind of let Spotify just randomly throw stuff at me. I get a few new artists here and there. I really need Ade to put out a full album because that EP was
Yes.
way too short. But I mean, at least I can say and I just put this on honorable mention because I didn't have like a big list for it. But I can say my album of the year is in between uh Bandana by Freddie Gibbs and Madlib and Igor by Tyler the Creator.
Nice.
Because Freddie Gibbs, I grew up on hip hop for years, and I enjoyed me a real good gangster rap album, and this delivered. Um, and Tyler has shown so much growth through the years. Like he's definitely not the same.
Not the same.
Person.
Yeah. Not the same artist that
Like,
he was
Artist.
back then.
yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
he when Odd Future debuted, which actually now that I think about it was this decade. Um, he was the rough bombastic rapper of the West Coast, and now he kind of mellowed out, and then he changed up his whole style with his album, which in a very good and surprising way. Like the vibe he gives off this one. I often call it the Adult Swim album because it sounds like something that could be played on like in the background of the Adult Swim.
Nice. Okay.
Oh wait, Chocolate Swim Volume 2, something like that.
Adult Swim.
What up?
No. That there was an
No,
album,
Adult Swim.
Gaylene. No, there's an album called Chocolate Swim. It had
Oh.
artists from who would sing or like rhyme along with the beats that you hear during the commercial breaks. You know, when the tiles come up with what Adult
Oh
Swim
yeah,
does.
I see.
And
Ghost Industry. That's the only thing I can remember about them.
yeah. So that's what I was thinking. Do you think his album was just like pretty much Chocolate Swim Volume 2, something like that?
I mean, yeah, because I mean he's talked
Awesome.
various times on his not just on his albums, but in interviews about he was a kid just like us who grew up late night watching Adult Swim and stuff. So obviously between that and his obvious influence from stuff like Neptunes and Timbaland, that that just grew on him and became the style that he has now.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Only other thing I have to say in music was actually a thing that caught my eye towards the end of the year. I didn't talk about it much on social media because it happened like right around New Year's, but
Hmm.
I looked at all of Rhythm and Flow on Netflix.
Oh wow.
Dude.
And I actually gained a few favorite rappers off that. I was rooting for London B the whole time. I was sad to see my man Caleb Colossus go, but the main guy D Smoke. I swear D Smoke sounds like, if you listen to him, he sounds like Kendrick Lamar. Like, he sounds like the next Kendrick Lamar. I swear.
Okay.
All right, let me hear this. Hold on, I gotta hear this person later. Okay.
Yeah. I can send you a few songs later on. A couple of songs that he did on the competition.
Shoot, I'm down. Okay.
Yeah. But outside of that, there was it was mostly games that I wanted to focus on for the main list as I'm talking about. But like I said, I didn't really get to play that much. So like the honorable mentions I can shout out for now is just the port for Mario Brothers U on Switch, which was more Mario platforming. Can't knock that. Very hard game. Probably honestly, I would say one of the hardest Mario games next to Boss Levels from back in the day. Me and Greg were talking about this earlier. Ultimate Alliance 3.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yep.
mean, the content is there, but I wanted to see a little more oomph behind the scenes. But
Yeah.
it's still a really good effort. Hopefully we get a Ultimate Alliance 4 out of this. And then of course, and I'm cheating on this last one here for honorable mention. Cuphead on Switch.
Okay.
I
Okay.
True.
already love me some Cuphead, and getting to play more of it on Switch was a delight. I'm still probably not going to beat this game for a while, but it's still a fun game to pick up and play every now and then.
Is the
Same.
DLC for that game coming out this year, by the way?
I have no idea because they've been quiet, but then again, the development team is like somewhere to maybe 10 people.
Studio MDHR, right? That's them?
Yes.
Yes. They won a lot of awards last year at the Game Awards. Remember that, Gaylene, when we watched at Stefan's place? And we were very happy for them because that soundtrack was great.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh man, the game is unforgivable. Like it can, how should I say, piss you off at sometimes, but you just can't stop playing it, but you'll get frustrated
because the controls are so tight. It's like if there's a mistake made, it's not in a negative way, but if there's a mistake made, it's most like your own fault in it, and you just it just becomes a learning experience. Like, okay, I can do this a little better. I can do this a little better.
Right.
Especially considering technically the levels aren't even that long, so that kind of fuels into wanting to get back into it.
Yeah.
I think someone did a speed run where like if you were to do the whole game perfectly, it's only like 2 to 3 hours long. But considering how difficult this game is, that just makes everything inflate.
It's all about memorization because that's the thing how to beat this
Yes.
game, because you need to go do certain moves, not just on the bosses, but also the regular bosses from point A to point B. And not bosses, I meant enemies. Because chances are you're going to get hit. Yeah, I mean, you're going to get hit. Next to Dark Souls, this game is whoa. Like
Unbelievable.
but it's great. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I have it on the Xbox One. I mean, I played it and it's difficult, but I was like, it's catchy. But because you get like a rhythm and a pattern to it, and you get used to it, and you want to know what
Right.
happens to both Cuphead and Mugman, because like, I mean, the characters, those characters are cute. And they're like, "Oh man, you gotta beat up the devil. All right, you gotta save them." But I mean, the DLC, and I know that's, I know,
Miss Chalice. Yeah.
I know I don't know if it's gonna be on one of our most anticipated lists for video games, but I think it's safe to say sort of that's one of the most anticipated DLCs to come out, especially for the fans, because new music, new level, new character, and new bosses, and we'll see where this goes. My next question is, do you think this game has the chance to be going on the PlayStation 4 in the near future, or it's still under wraps?
No.
Because really,
No. And that's mainly because of the current relationship between Microsoft and Sony.
okay,
Because I mean, like, Cuphead is still 100% a Microsoft property, but
okay,
Microsoft and Nintendo have been, if you notice, they've been getting real buddy in recent years. There's still this ongoing rumor that since Microsoft seems to be treating Xbox more as a platform now, we may or may not see like downgraded versions of more Xbox games appearing on Nintendo Switch or other future Nintendo devices.
Wow, that's oof.
Because I mean, hell, I'm still surprised to see that one direct where they showed off Ori and the Blind Forest, and seeing Microsoft's name on the little tagline.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh man, okay.
Microsoft themselves published the game on a Nintendo product. That's how weird we've come these days.
Wow. All right.
Um,
Yes, Matt, continue. Yes.
Well, that's pretty much the end for my extra discussion. Actually, no. Let me call out some beef on two people. It's gonna, I got beef with two people. Well, one person really. There's two people I got to call out for 2019 because I was trying to keep this list positive, but
Do it.
Oh boy.
So
Get it off your chest, man.
So one is and not for the obvious reasons that everyone's going to think I'm going to say for, but one of course is Kanye West.
Oh boy.
LOL.
Why?
boy.
Tell me
Yes.
why.
Tell me about the album.
Yes, I am talking about. I was strictly talking about the album itself.
That interlude.
Mm.
I listened to it too. That thing was an interlude.
I mean, all controversy aside, he's an artist where, at least on the production side, I know I can trust.
Yes.
And he did not deliver this time. What the hell happened?
Mm-mm.
Whoops.
The album was like 28 minutes, if you want to call it an album.
I mean, it is an album. Legally, it is an album.
Yeah.
Yikes.
But it
there wasn't as much solid direction as I was looking for that I usually get from his mainline work.
Wow. Okay.
But no, the main person I got the main person, another rapper I got to call beef on for 2019 is my boy Earl Sweatshirt.
Huh?
What?
Because he didn't drop anything? Or
no, he did.
Okay.
So around I think it was on Halloween actually, he dropped the EP, and this is a very confusing, weird album.
Oh dear.
I don't even know. Okay, usually when you hear hip hop artists bring in weird sounds, they do a nice flip on it onto the beat.
Yeah.
So there's a whole track. Matter of fact, Greg, if you feel like pulling it up, you can. The song is called East. So there's a track on there that is just 2 minutes of Earth Sweatshirt rapping to an accordion. There is no real flow. He's just
Oh
talking.
my god.
Wait, what?
That's what he felt like doing.
What?
So the sample itself is apparently from some really old Egyptian song. I'm not going to get on that because that's just how weird we sometimes get when it comes to digging out samples. But still, the whole thing is literally just him for 2 minutes talking about his ex-girlfriend. I believe.
What
Oh,
the
no.
heck?
Oh,
sort of
to an
understand him on the
accordion?
That boy had to vent. That's all.
But with an accordion. So, okay, wait. So you're saying this was to an accordion that was from a sample of an old Egyptian song. So was he feeling his Hotep song?
Wow.
You might be
I
onto something
mean-
here.
I just as long as he's being honest about who he is.
No. Wow. Okay.
I mean, the EP is called "Feet of Clay," so you might be onto something there.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I can't bring it up, but
If you can, it's fine. We can listen to it collectively after the podcast.
sure, deal. I would
Yeah,
like
I
to
will
listen to this. I would love to hear this
gladly
out.
do
Like,
that.
need to
But,
check this out.
Like, Earth Sweatshirt is a rapper. I am willing to go on record and say has the potential to be one of, if not the greatest rappers of all time, and he let me down.
Oh, whoa.
Well,
You asshole.
I don't know if he's going through some weird episode or something. But I couldn't. Earth Sweatshirt let me down.
Shout out to Proxy for stopping by, and you didn't miss much, but a long rant about, well, not a long rant, but
I think you missed some pretty.
yeah.
You can come back to it.
You can
Yeah.
rewind it. I mean, you can definitely rewind it. We're going through
But
our. Thank you guys, but continue, Matt. I'm sorry.
oh no, that's pretty much it. It's just Earth Sweatshirt. If somehow you listen to this, you need to come back hard in 2020, boy.
Oh.
I know you have the potential. You have the power. I know you do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? This is true fan love right here.
Yeah.
That's the kind of criticism artists need.
No, his album Doris is freaking amazing. One of the best hip hop albums ever. I can put that on the record, and like this EP, nowhere, not even an inch of that energy.
Matt sounds like me last night when I read it about Kingdom Hearts 3.
Listen, his girlfriend obviously really did a number on him.
damn.
Clearly.
Yeah.
But aside from that, 2019 was a pretty good year. There was a lot more which I could delve on, which I had more time to enjoy. But the things I did enjoy, I liked a lot, and obviously we'll get to that full list as we go on. So
Yeah.
Greg, how was your 2020?
Well, I mean 2019. You mean?
Oh.
Whatever. But yes.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, before I get started, I just want to give a special shout out to, and some of us know him very closely, but it's been 2 years since our good friend, our brother, Ishmael has passed away. And well, we gotta give him a shout out because I hope he's listening up there, and at the same time, man, I really wish he was part of this show and part of this company too.
Yeah, this was the kind of content he wanted to see us
Yes,
do. So
yes.
I'm sure we're making him proud.
Yes. So Ishmael, we love you, man. We miss you, bro. We miss you. So 2019 was amazing for me, entertainment and pop culture wise. To be fair and honest with you, since in the DMV area, it's been eventful for us, not just for myself, but for all of us, because this was actually the month where we connected through with the DMV Esports Network. We also started going to the Twitch meetups hosted by Twitch DC, and
Shout out to Vice and Virtue.
Yes, Vice and Virtue, because we attended some of their watch parties at the Tenley Bar and Grill over over in Tenleytown. And
Tenley Grill and Bar.
To be fair, it's since we are going to Homestead games, and the bar is shutting down. So the bar has shut down last month. So sad.
No, this month, because
What, this month? Oh, okay.
yeah, because they did this whole New Year's blowout because they started construction like right as the New Year turned.
Got it. So we also met me, you, and Tanisha and Evan, aka BMO. We met the Washington Justice for the first time. And yeah, I mean, we attended so many meet and greets and events, and we connected with a lot, which is for me one of the biggest things we did as a group to get ourselves out there and networking, and we can't be any more happier than that. Personally, I'm very happy because we have our own I have my own computer now. I built it from scratch. It's been a long time coming with that. I finally have I'm streaming well from a computer instead of through a console. And oh man, there's like and event wise also, I also went to AEW All Elite Wrestling, the very first Dynamite event, which is televised for TNT, the TNT network. I went there for the first time this past October, and I also went to a lot of concerts this year too. I did see the Chainsmokers. I did see NCT 127 with Denise over in Jersey. Shout outs to her because I know she's watching 17 over there as well, and hope she's having fun. I also went to see Starset, and oh man, I'm sorry guys, because there was a lot of pop culture and entertainment events in person, because it can't get any more sweeter than that. But I have a list here too. I guess I'll get started. Movie wise, yeah, I think my top 5 movies. Number 5, Godzilla King of the Monsters. And I have to say that due to the fact that I am interested in their is it Legendary Pictures? That's the studio, right? They're in charge of the yes. I am very excited because I know ever since sort of like the Star Wars and Lord of the Rings and the Batman films, and and then the Marvel Cinematic Universe, ever since those chain movies came out, they made their own Legendary Monsterverse movie deals and series. This movie definitely got me excited because I know this year, this coming November, we will get the next 2020. We will get the next Godzilla movie. I mean, Godzilla versus King Kong, or is it Godzilla versus?
I think they just call it Godzilla versus Kong.
Nice. Okay.
Actually, let me look that up right now because I think that's one of my list. It's God versus King. Actually.
Shout out to Roxy. She subbed for us for 5 months in a row now. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy the emote. But I can't wait to see what Legendary has to offer, because I'm really hoping they're going to expand a little bit more of the Monster Universe, because we've all grown up. I know one of us has definitely grown up with Godzilla. And I want to see how they do it in our era with the movie technology that we have so far, and our advancements. And it's looking great so far. And Godzilla King of the Monsters, definitely a huge oh man, it was a fun movie, Matt. I know, dude, there should have been more, but it was still a fun movie, so I can't wait.
Oh no, I wasn't denouncing it.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just a more casual Godzilla fan.
Same here.
I still enjoyed it.
Same here. It just watching the movie reminded me of both the game for the GameCube and the PS2 game War of the Monsters. You remember that game?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh man, it's great. It's great. The 4th movie has to be Shazam. Shazam from DC Comics, the one talking about Captain. Is it Captain Marvel or Shazam? Is it? I don't know. No. Okay.
No.
We don't use the Captain Marvel name anymore.
Not anymore. Okay, making sure. Sorry. I didn't mean to go old school. And
No.
friend, my bad.
DC and Marvel had to do a thing to clear that up.
Okay, making sure. So, but it was great to see Zachary Levi, like to see a comedian, since we know we've grown up seeing him as Chuck on the NBC series, and we've seen him also as Flynn Rider in Disney's Tangled, but to see him as a superhero, it went well. It went well, and it does.
There's charisma for it.
Yeah, you know what? It also, the movie also got me a little bit excited because I think next year or maybe later this year, we will finally start seeing footage on the upcoming Black Adam movie featuring The Rock playing as the title character, Black Adam.
Have they started actually filming that yet?
I believe so. They did. I know they did. I think
he's been talking about that for years. He's been talking about doing that Black Adam movie for years.
I understand. Yeah.
Like, not even a costume check or anything.
Yeah, I understand. I've seen concept art and that's it. But I don't know if the film actually started filming. The only thing I know that has started filming has to be The Suicide Squad. So,
yeah.
And that's it. Other than
we
that,
need to get that out of the way before we get Guardians 3.
Yeah. And at the same time, I mean, see, I know we talked about this a couple weeks ago before we went on break. I know DC movies are going a little bit up and down, a little bit rocky, but we'll see what happens after this year. Because I know Harley Quinn's coming up and Wonder Woman 1984. Also, after those two movies, we'll start, and, you know, Comic-Con is legit in 6 months. So, yeah, we might as well wait and see what they're going to announce. But yes, Shazam, it definitely, especially since, you know, it was one of those movies where you want to keep busy while that's nothing. One of those superhero movies that's something that's not Marvel related. So that's why it's definitely on my list. My number 3 movie for 2019.
Wait, hold on.
What's up?
Is this your main top 5 list?
Yes. Did I go too early? I'm so sorry. Am I speaking?
Yes, you did actually.
Oh man, I messed up. Well, that's it. I'm not gonna talk anymore.
Yeah, so we like after we do our honorable mention talk, we each do our 5s and our 4s and our 3s and just keep going.
Well, it's kind of tough for my honorable mentions. I just can't, like, fail me now. I think I failed the homework. I'm sorry because I was sick for the past week.
Well,
But
we'll come back to you.
yeah.
Okay.
I need a time machine.
Yikes.
Continue.
Big John, your honorable mentions for 2019.
I got one. It's Godzilla King of Monsters. Like I haven't really been to the. Look, can you look? Listen.
Interesting.
It's on there because I ain't seen the movie, right? But it's
Yeah.
like I basically know the whole movie because it's like I've been on the internet. I know what's up. I hear people. I want to watch it when I watch Shin Godzilla, even though I'm not connected, because I just want to get them on Blu-ray, just watch it just one day. And I'm gonna do that. But it's like the first movie. I'm gonna compare.
Together.
Yeah, I'm gonna compare the first movie because the first movie was okay, but there was a lot of people talking, and I don't really care about the people talking because I'm here for Godzilla, not these people.
Yeah.
So when I heard that people were complaining about there being too much monsters, I'm like, do I have to backhand you? Because that's what
Right.
That's
That's
what I would
dumb.
pay money for.
That doesn't
I
make sense.
don't care about these. Look, the only movies I cared about people was in them campy movies. Okay, a perfect example. Godzilla against Mechagodzilla with King Caesar. I cared about the people in that. They had info because they had to get the little rune or whatever to wake up King Caesar, but somebody kept interfering, trying to take it away from them. I like that. You know, a little fighting or whatever. So those movies, I like the people that, but these ones, no, I don't really care about the people because they're cardboard. They're boring. They're irrelevant. I don't give a crap about it.
So true.
So,
Amen.
I'm gonna watch this movie, and I know I'm gonna have a good time watching it.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, my number 5 though is Dragon Ball Super Broly. I love that movie. I don't care what nobody say. I love that movie. But you know what? I didn't fail the homework too now because I'm just jumping into the list.
You my brother, Big John. I love you,
on,
man. See, no, but I was sick. I was seriously sick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
At this
I
point,
think I'm just like a natural list maker. I didn't.
I think we'll just roll
That's
like
a
that.
good habit.
So Erisel, your Your honorable mentions and your number 5.
All right, number 5 honorable mention is Wargroove, which was the game on it's a Nintendo Switch game, strategy game. It has a lot of similar mechanics to Fire Emblem, except personally I think it's harder. And I love that. Actually, the default setting is like is a hard mode. They have like one level higher than that, which is like the S-class mode. And that's just what you start out in. They're just like, no, we're going to give you like one of the hardest levels. And then if you can progress from here, you'll have a great time. And I'm like, I am having the best time of my life.
Wait a minute.
So I liked the game. I thought it was really great.
Isn't that game like the answer to quote unquote
Advanced Wars? Yes, I recommended it to you several times, Greg.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of
Greg,
funny
you
because
should probably get the game. I think it's on sale right now.
No, I actually, since I have Xbox Game Pass for PC, it's already downloaded on my PC. Great. And I really hope he watches our podcast. But if someone named Oscar still wants that challenge, I mean, he can get one. So yeah. Because we've been talking about having a challenge in that game or like an Advance Wars for the longest time. I'm never gonna get the sequel or anything lately. Am I, Matt? Just say it out there.
I don't know.
Oh my god. I quit. Next.
Wow. Oh my god.
Wait, Erisel, did you cover your honorable mention stuff?
Oh, I just did number 5. I didn't know if we were doing this like one each person because I have all 5 of my honorable mentions. If you need all 5 of them.
Let's go through your honorable mentions.
All right, so Wargroove was number 5. Number 4 is Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance. Which I can't remember if it actually came out in 2019 or 2018, but I watched it in 2019 and I just had so many feelings because it brought me back to my childhood, which I appreciated. Number 3 was The Expanse Season 4, because holy crap, that show is amazing.
I haven't seen it myself, but I've heard good things about it.
I really only started watching it because one of my cousins was like, it actually has very accurate dealings in space. And I'm like, wait, what? Science accuracy in a science fiction show? You're lying. And then I watched it and he wasn't. It's actually very, very accurate to how things would progress if human civilization lived in space for several generations. And I am having the time of my life with it, especially because it's a very diverse cast. Lots of really brilliant folks, plenty of new faces and old faces at the same time. So you get a lot of really decent talent mixed in with a lot of really new talent. And they're still, it's basically it's phenomenal. It's not, I still can't put it in my top 5 just because there are certain things about the show that I can be pretty nitpicky. But I did like it. I did enjoy it when I was marathoning it in December. So yeah, that's number 3. Number 2 is Wasteland Baby by Hosier. He's like one of the few white boys I tolerate, and I say that with so much love, really. I appreciate a musician that can recognize their privilege and uplift other people because of it, and he's one of those people. So that's why I appreciate him. Okay. And he has really nice hair. Oh my gosh, he has really nice hair. And so my number 1 would be, surprisingly enough, the AC Odyssey Atlantis DLC. I really, really liked it. I think it was one of my favorite parts of the game, which was really surprising to me. And the only reason I couldn't put it in my top 5 or 2019 in general was just because they wouldn't let me flirt with Hecate. I think that was homophobic and rude. And
was it the DLC that they had to fix the story for?
No, that was the Legacy of the First Blade, which I should have put in my dishonorable mention, but I just never want to talk about it ever again. So,
okay,
just ostracized it from my mind entirely.
Okay. Did you want to get through your dishonorable mentions real quick?
Sure. Yeah, I'll run through that because I I'm too angry. So dishonorable mention number 5 is a book series called Hush Hush that my cousin tried to introduce me to. It's along the same veins as Divergent or The Hunger Games, so it's basically geared towards young adults. If there's any young adult listening to me right now, do not read Hush Hush.
Dang.
Please don't do that to yourself.
Damn.
There are other books out there that are better, that treat women better. Young ladies, please love yourselves more. Hush Hush is actual trash.
Okay.
Thankfully, my cousin will never listen to this podcast, so she won't angry text me for saying that. Number 4 is I'm sorry for anyone who feels different. Pokemon Quest. I can't stand that game. I actually play it to hate it.
Wow.
I play it to hate it. I'm a Pokemon Quest.
Is it the one that squares?
It's a Nintendo Switch game. They're little cubey things, and I
Oh
can't
yeah.
stand them. It's a free to play game. I can't stand it.
That game's garbage.
when
That game is
angry.
absolute dude.
I'm sorry.
Why?
I can't stand it.
Erisel, listen to me. You forgot that I did a stream on that when the news broke. I played it first, and
Oh my god, you did!
yeah, and we quit the game halfway through the stream because it was that boring.
Wow.
Exactly.
Oh,
That
wow.
is exactly it.
Well, that's
So
a first for.
I actually keep the game on my Switch on days when I'm like, I'm so bored. Just so like, it's like, how bored am I? And like, depending on how long I last in the game, that's really how bored I am.
It sounds like you just hate playing it.
But why?
Basically, I just it's not even the mechanics, because I can't say that I don't. There are certain things that are cute about it, but it's just there's something altogether. It's like okay, I have bad habits. I love soda. One of my worst habits in college was making what I called a cotton candy, and I would take almost every drink from a soda fountain and mix it all together, and it would literally taste like liquid cotton candy. Okay, first of all, screw all of you. It's the most amazing thing you've ever put in your mouth.
Whoa, okay.
Aftertaste,
All right, we're gonna have to
The aftertaste,
talk to you
however,
after the show.
is just really bad. So it's like the experience is great until you realize just how horrible it is for you, and that to me is Pokemon Quest.
That was a beautiful analogy. Bravo. Okay.
That's how I feel about Pokemon Quest. I love Pokemon, so it sounds like it's going to be amazing, and it's not. So that's number 4. Number 3, don't hate me. Endgame. I didn't like it.
Oh,
Understandable.
no. Okay.
It's acquired taste. I feel like.
Okay. What was it that you didn't like about it?
I honestly didn't enjoy the movie. I think it was weird to me because like I think I saw it maybe 3 times, and this was after like burning my eyes with Infinity War, which I also didn't like. I surprisingly hated Infinity War more than any other film in the MCU, but Endgame just. There wasn't any specific one thing. There were like plot points and scenes that I loved. I think like the whole battle scene at the end was beautiful. So like there are little things that were great, but overall, when I think of Endgame and I think of what's an MCU movie I would love to see again, it is so far down the list that it really it does nothing for me. Like TBH, I did not cry when Tony died. Like that's just,
spoiler. No,
everyone's like, no,
everyone knows now.
No, yeah. There's no spoiler there.
Pretty much.
Like if you didn't know, like Tumblr and Twitter ruined it for everyone anyway. So like I just like it did absolutely nothing. I was not at all emotionally invested. I'm pretty sure I spent most of the movie like just going, so when is the lesbian saving everyone? And then Carol came in, she did, save everyone up until like he took the Power Stone and punched her in the face. So yeah, and then I was just like, the fact that was a highlight for me, that one scene showed to me just how invested I wasn't in the film. which bummed me out because I love the Avengers franchise, but that's just how
I
that
was actually
works.
about to ask, if this could be related to, if essentially your overall care level to the now wide cast of Avengers we have now.
Ooh, that's a good question. I think so. And actually, it's a good thing that you brought up all of the casts and the cast of Game of Thrones and how hard it was for you to remember them. I think the broadening of the cast has made it too hard for me to focus on any one specific individual to love. I can't love a whole group. There are just certain people that like I'm not going to be attached to for specific reasons, mostly just because I feel no connection to them. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that did have like an influence on my connection to them. But yeah.
Gotcha.
Especially because for me, like I love a good long story. I'm a novel person. Game of Thrones was honestly like perfect for me in terms of the book series and the television shows. Simply because it's so long. That's why I love TV more than I love movies, because it's like it captures my attention for longer periods of time. But yeah.
Well, actually,
there's that.
maybe that's it then. Just the general fact that compared to TV, we're getting slow incremental developments of these characters since these movies are meant to be one long saga. So because you're not getting the same type of development as you see in TV, maybe seeing everything come together in Endgame just kind of felt stagnant in your mind.
Yes. Yeah, that was good. I like that.
Okay.
That was a really good explanation for that. That makes sense. I like that. Yeah. So that's my number 3. My number 2 is The Magicians season 4. The Magicians is such a great potential series, but they keep messing up. It's so like it's annoying actually how they drop the ball, because it's such a great potential show. Like there's so much. The acting is great. The effects are amazing. There like certain scenes, the one-liners, like everything is like on point. It's the plots and the way that they run every character's story. Almost every single woman suffers to me like 3 times more than the men. Really, I'm just focusing on Julia. Julia deserves better, and they keep messing up her storyline in every single season. It's like, how can we ruin her? She's the best friend of the main character. I love how they like dog on him. They're like, you're that nerdy white guy that would probably shoot up a school, and you're like the most average person in the world, but you're the main quest guy, and we all know that's why. It's great for that reason alone. Yeah, she deserved better. She always does. She'll never get it, and it's disappointing. So that's my dishonorable mention, because just overall, I think a lot of the storylines were just really weird. The way they ended season 4 was just strange. I didn't even like the fact that What's-His-Face died, and I don't even like him like that. Which brings me to number 1, Game of Thrones.
Oh,
here we go.
Whoops!
Here we go.
Game of Thrones. You know what? Everyone has already said what needed to be said. Okay, D&D were given an amazing budget. They were given every resource known to man, and then season 8 happened. And I appreciate that. I think you made a good point, Matt, that the series is going to affect people differently. I've been with the show since the first episode, and I think it was just that level of commitment, and really the level of PTSD that I have from the damn show, because they do love killing all of your favorite characters.
And even if not killing them, just torturing them in like terrible ways.
Making their lives a living hell, and it's just like, you should have just killed them. I would have preferred it at this point. Stop making them suffer.
Damn.
Yeah, but season 8 specifically was a huge disappointment to me, because I felt like even with all of the torture, the PTSD, all the nonsense drama, whatever, they were leading up to some pretty good pardon my language, shit. It was some pretty good shit. But then it just and then it was just that. It was just crap. They were like, hey, we dressed it up really great. Now we're just going to show you exactly how poopy we can get. And
I think
for me, it's like.
If the last season was more than 6 episodes, like if they had some room to stretch things out, to you know, even with these characters going down, if they stretched it out enough to make you care more about the way they go down, maybe that would have redeemed the season.
I completely, totally agree with that, and I think that was in the overall discourse. That's what a lot of people agreed upon. It was too rushed. Danny's descent into mayhem. It's not that it didn't make sense. You know, she kept losing people. Like, first of all, Miss Andy deserved better than what she got. Grey Worm deserved better than what he. That was BS. Okay,
No,
you can't take like these only 2 tokens to the north and think that was okay to do what you did to them. Anyway,
you know, no, you know what? I think in my behalf, because if you guys want to know, I have that intention of, how should I say? Sorry to interrupt you, Erisel.
No,
I have that intention of like drawing the line of where a series should actually end. So trust me, I watched the entire season with my father because we made an agreement during the summer or before the season started. Hey, we're gonna get HBO Go only for this month because that's all. That's just for all of Game of Thrones. And I was like, I agree. I'll watch it with you after I get my paper done and stuff. You know, every Sunday night at 10 p.m. we'll watch it together, and we do. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. We did watch the entire thing, and you know, and I watched it as a viewer first, and I was like, okay. Mm-hmm. Then I watched it again to like take it in, like, you know, watch certain parts and be like, wait, so this part happened. How does it make sense? Because, you know, that's how I break down things, and you know, pretty much that's how we break down our shows here in the company here as well for the Lunchbox.
Yeah, I think I did watch every episode of the season twice.
Yes, like
just
so.
Everything properly.
Yeah, just to, you know,
kind of had to.
You had to. To be fair, I had to for this series. I had to, so I can understand some stuff, and at the same time, I just
wanted to find all the Starbucks cups.
I wanted to also.
And the water bottles.
I also wanted to turn on the subtitles because sometimes it was a little bit hard to understand, you know, because of their tone, their voices, and stuff like that. You know, just
freaking lighting. The freaking lighting.
So I want to say, after the war, you know, the war against the Nightwalkers and stuff,
the only war that mattered.
That pretty much, that's when I said to myself, that's it. That's where the series ends for me. That's it. Bye-bye. That's it. No more. We didn't go to the mayhem, like, because
my head canon is Arya killed the Night King. Which was like the most glorious thing to have ever happened.
Awesome. Which was great. And
everyone predicted she was gonna die after season 1. No one expected her to survive.
Exactly. So, which is why I said,
realistically, when you watch Game of Thrones, she was in the books. She's like all of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, in the series, she's all of 15. Like, she was gonna die. She didn't. That was like hero moment for everyone.
There's like 1,000 moments in that series where Arya should have died realistically.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, if you could see the tears that I personally shed for most of season 3 and season 4 when we did not see her at all.
Mm-hmm.
It was a thing.
Oh, when she was working with the guy with the faces?
Yeah, the guy, no face guy.
The House of Black and White, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That whole time.
After the war, I said, that's it. That's where it ends. We don't need to see them burning bodies and burying the dead. That's it. We don't need to hear. That's it. Don't care. Because it just got confusing after that. Like, I understand Danny went to the mayhem. And then it skipped through so much stuff. And there were parts and moments where like, no, wait, like, you know, after, obviously, you know, jokes aside, I mean, there were parts in, you know, when the bell was ringing and she still attacked the city. That was cool. I'll admit that moment was cool because, you know, it was heart racing and stuff like that. But after that, it just went stupid. it just went stupid from there.
Well,
And
see,
but
I will agree with you that the scene itself was a phenomenally shot scene. But I, as a writer, the storyline was not consistent.
Bad.
This is a woman who has been the annoying but persistent white savior every single time. She comes home to her home country and then decides no longer does the liberation of my people like matter. No, it doesn't for me make sense. I pour my heart and soul whenever I write anything into properly characterizing this is your arc. And sure, again, I won't say that it wasn't possible for her to descend into madness. But I appreciate that, you know, D&D like themselves were honest about the fact that we spent way too much time filming and focusing on the Great War and not on the after. Like they just didn't know how to wrap it up. And I can understand that. But then maybe listen to all of the people that you had. Maybe listen to your actors in the appropriate way, not in a way where you're like forcing them to write it for you. You know, maybe use the resources that you've been provided. When you're given over $1 billion worth in a budget, there's no way you can't have a team of writers as opposed to writing it all yourself. Okay, again,
Right.
these are all things that everyone has said. This isn't like a new, you know, discourse on it. That's just how I feel. It was just disappointing. I'm very highly disappointed.
They had George R. R. Martin's number. They've seen what is currently written of the final book, so they have plenty of stuff to go on to
exactly
get it done at least in a better way.
Look, I will say this right now. All they had to do was give like 3 fanfic writers $100. Okay, just give each of them $100. It's not even that much. Like they will do it for free, more than likely, depending on it. Okay, I just finished reading an epic, and hashtag Marjorie deserved better. Bitch should have never died in the fucking Sept of Baelor. That was messed up and wrong. Cersei should have gotten bitch slapped for that. These are my feelings because Sansa and Marjorie were like supposed to be queens forever. That was my shit. But I mean, okay, that tangent aside, I can't even remember what I was saying. So let's just stop talking about this.
Yeah,
those are my dishonorable mentions for 2019. Thanks for listening.
Okay.
I just thought of a dishonorable mention too. Crazy.
Yeah.
What's good? What you got, man?
Garrett.
Okay, so I've been reading Attack on Titan. Like I stopped watching the anime when season 2 took 42 years to come out.
Oh no!
So I've just been reading it. I've been reading it since after the first anime ended. And let me tell you, even though a little bit of spoilers, but it don't matter because in the end, if he doesn't keep to his word of saying he's gonna kill everybody off, he's a coward. He said he'll kill everybody. So everybody's supposed to die in Attack on Titan, so they better still die. But Sasha, the way she died this year, it pissed me off. Even though she was supposed to die,
she's the potato girl, right?
Ago. Yeah, she was supposed to die many chapters ago, but she didn't. But the way she died in this arc that's happening right now, I was so salty. I was the saltiest I've ever been. You can call me a lazy potato chip. I was so damn salty.
Wait, don't tell me. No, yeah, tell me.
So I'm gonna abbreviate. So they went to they left the island. They found out there's more humans everywhere else. So they left on airships and went to where people are using Eldians, because they say Eldians, the Ymir people that turn into Titans, are evil. They're using them in war to, win war. So they went over there and they were trying to take some people out. Like, hey man, what you doing? Because that's where Aaron's brother from. If you don't know, Aaron's brother is Zeke. His father is from a different era. His father is from a different era. And when he drank the Titan, the fluid, he's old. Well, he's dead now, so it don't matter. But they went to where Zeke is from and started taking people out. And when they was getting ready to leave, like Aaron infiltrated, it's like in like 2 time skips in a row. So Aaron, he snuck in as a prisoner of war. Then he all of a sudden, he transformed and they started stomping people out. So on the way back, they was like, okay, we here. Then one of the little Titan people in training, they train up Eldian kids, and then they can earn the right to become the next Titan. Which, if you didn't know, if you're a Titan, you got a 5-year lifespan. So if you're Titan now, you're gonna die. So Eren about to die soon anyway. So no matter. So this little girl climbs up. She climbs up the rope, blows Sasha back, and I was like, "Excuse me."
Whoa.
She go out with her guard
What?
down. I was so hurt. Connie, Connie was hurt. That was Connie's road dog. So, but I was hurt more than him. I don't
It's
care. I
like
fight
just
him.
like that.
She was gone. She got blown away.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. That girl
Yeah.
had the shotgun and said, "Kick it." I was like, "Huh?" I was hurt.
To be fair and
They
honest
had
with
to
you,
do
I
it like
think
that.
because you guys know that in some mangas, and for the fans, Japan has that ability to do favorite character polls that that you guys that they do once in a while. Sasha was I think top 5 I think of favorite characters.
I was wrong, but it's like again, she was supposed to die like a long time ago. But the only reason she stayed around this long is because of her popularity.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, and
Oh wow. Okay.
That's
yeah.
But she had to go out like that.
Well, that's still a disrespectful way to like get rid of her though.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
Yeah.
it is.
Usually
It
write
doesn't.
her out.
Yeah, it's a bit it's whack what they did. So
yeah.
They did the same thing to another person, but that was like eons ago. They even put in an anime. That boy just died off screen. They found him when they were cleaning up dead bodies.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It was like, "Where's so-and-so?" All found him. I'm like, what? Man.
Ah.
You know what I'm talking about? He was like laid up against a building or whatever. They did him dirty. I
Oh.
want to call him Billy. That's not his name, but I'm gonna just call him Billy.
Billy.
wow.
Yeah, isn't it?
Poor
He
Billy.
was the one with the freckles. He
All
kind of
right.
like Bertold, but he had freckles and shit.
Okay, well I got dishonorable mention. Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Marco.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
I didn't play it there. That's why it wasn't on mine. But that's a good one.
Kingdom Hearts
did Marco
3 to me was the most boring thing of 2019 due to the fact that this game should have came out on the PlayStation 3. B, too many side games, 2.8, 2 point this, 2.5, X, Chi, 1.5.
XG.
Yes, pretty much.
Wi-Fi these out.
And overshadowing too much on Disney's part of overshadowing Square Enix's work, because I haven't beaten it. The game was overhyped to the max. This game had too many delays at the same time it went through development hell, and I can tell from seeing it. And after beating Toy Story, I didn't even bother continue playing at all, because
I don't blame you.
it just people like I was saying like, awesome, we can have more than just 4 people in our party or 3 people in our party. Awesome, we don't have to switch out Goofy and Donald all the time, and they can just join us. And hey, it's really amazing to see Monsters Incorporated and Tangled, and seeing see, I don't even know most of the worlds because like it didn't.
So it wasn't just Frozen? I can't believe it.
Well, hey, as much as I think it's really cool to see these worlds, they could have added more. And the DLC, you don't see any extra worlds. The upcoming DLC that's coming out later this month.
Oh, you know what's crazy? Disney acquired all of these different like properties, and they didn't include any of the new stuff they got. I would have included some stuff you wouldn't expect. I would have thrown Anastasia in there, boy.
Yeah, that's.
Oh
yeah.
no.
Look, I would have flexed that
Development
money.
started earlier than those acquisitions.
Okay, but look, Disney could do what they want. They got all the money. They could flex that money when they made this game.
And I get what you're saying, but like considering the time those deals went down, you would not have time to include them legally into Kingdom Hearts 3.
Man.
Now, Kingdom Hearts 4,
That ain't happening. All right, that ain't happening. Okay. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4. All right. Yeah, right. Anyways, but this game did not feel like Kingdom Hearts to me. If it was Kingdom Hearts, I'm sorry, but I mean, it was so lackluster. I mean, like, and Sora was so underwhelming in this one, unlike in Kingdom Hearts 2. That's even shocking. I was
I feel like Sora began bullied and all the side stuff. Like, didn't he fail some mastered whatever? I forget.
He did. He failed the
Sora
Keyblade.
began bullied. Sora's tired, man.
He failed and then he left the quest early.
Do you remember, Erisel, when I say I draw the line on after the war for this past season of the last season of Game of Thrones, after the war, it just ended for me. That's it. After Kingdom Hearts 2, that's it. It ended for me. That's it.
Tired, man.
After they got back home to Destiny Island, Sora and Riku and Donald and Goofy, and I was like, that's it. You don't need to do anything else. That's it. We're back. You're home. Boom. That's it. That's all you need to do. And Tetsuya Nomura, oh, man, if you're going to reboot the series with Sora if you're done with Sora, great. That's awesome. And if you guys are planning to get the DLC, have fun with it, because personally, you will not catch me playing that at all. So, bam.
Greg just made me think of another just honorable mention.
What's
I just
up?
started. I know people get tired of me whining about it, but
Oh, I know where this is going
Oh,
already.
God, wait.
I know where this is going already.
Jump Force let me down. I spent $99 on Jump Force. I ain't getting 99 cent worth back. I ain't getting 99 cent worth back on a damn game. Jump Force hurt my feelings so bad. You might as well just brought back. Okay, if you remember, they could have freaking came up with Battle Stadium DON 2. I would have bought that. Look, Smash clone sell. Battle Stadium DON was a Smash clone and it was good. All they gotta do was add Bleach in there, and hey, I would have bought that.
How do you think I feel? I'm still waiting on Jump Stars 3.
Look, they could have came up with that, but Jump Force.
Dog, Jump Stars 3 on Switch, man. Playing that all day.
Oh,
That's what I'm
gosh.
saying. Put Jump Stars on a Switch. Yes.
Gaylene, do you have any honorable mentions?
Let's see. Resident Evil 2, just cause like it was good. It was just not really that scary
Oh,
to me.
okay.
Yeah, it was good. I guess it was just
I'm guessing you know what? I'm really proud of you because you went from Evil Within 1 and then 2. Then you got you're opening up to more scary games. By the way, I can tell that.
That's what's up.
Very proud of you. Very proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay, of course.
Freddy's.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Okay.
I kind of strayed away from it because it's just I don't hate it. It's just
I wonder when the movie coming out. That's what I'm waiting on.
So I have something that's I have to talk about that's a little bit close to that. Well, actually, you know what? I can just talk about that now.
What's up?
But there's this movie that came out this last year that it's called the Banana Splits.
Yes, I know that movie.
So,
oh my gosh.
What's that?
So fun fact
I don't know
is
what
that
it's about. What is that?
so basically it's about this old like TV show that this movie is about this old TV show that's like, oh man, hold on, man. It's an old TV show. So they made this movie based on it.
Is it the Hanna-Barbera one?
No.
Oh,
no, it's like a live action show that they brought back in a movie. And yeah, but apparently the studio that made that movie had the rights to Five Nights at Freddy's movie or something. So they didn't get to like make that movie for some reason, like Five Nights at Freddy's. So they just used that for the Banana Splits.
Because when you say Banana Splits, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, that is the Hanna-Barbera joint. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how come nobody told me about that?
So instead of Five Nights at Freddy's, we got the Banana Splits.
It's like the funniest
I love this
horror movie. Oh my gosh.
I didn't even know about it.
You just don't take it too seriously.
I won't.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a horror comedy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
My feelings hurt.
I may or may not watch it, but this sounds like fun.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but the gore effects were really good. Like
banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4.
Yep. And also,
oh no, there are stuffed. Nope. No,
It's not
Yeah,
that bad, Erisel. It really isn't.
This sounds fun. I
no,
want to watch this.
I sleep with stuffies. It's bad.
Oh.
I love this already. Okay. Okay, I'm
I'm gonna have nightmares about my poor monkey. Oh my god.
someone's
Also,
sleeping with the
Patrick
lights on.
Stump sings one of the songs in there. He did a
From
cover.
from Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
Beautiful.
Mess with me, cause you will go to heaven.
Gaylene, any other honorable mentions?
It Chapter 2. A lot of like mixed reviews on it, but I think it was good for like, what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a little better than the old version with Tim Curry, just because they explained they put a lot of stuff from the book into that movie actually.
Yeah.
Right.
If you
Yeah.
think about it, but like
Yeah.
it's my honorable,
Okay.
and like yeah, that's about it for that one.
Okay. Anything else on your honorable mention list?
Dishonorable, or
Either one.
I've been mostly watching cartoons last year. I guess like I don't know why I stopped watching anime, unfortunately.
What are you watching lately? Like, what's up?
Well, so last year I put like Forever 12 on my dishonorable because it was good, but it wasn't like what I expected to be good.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Man of Medan. It was okay. It was just very wonky.
Oh, that game.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, the horror game. Yeah.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, nothing really popped out about it.
If you remember that old movie, Matt, Ghost Ship, that old horror movie.
Oh, dude.
It's like that.
I weirdly love that movie.
Then try out Man of Medan then, because it's like
Okay,
that.
Man of Medan.
Because the plot of that game is just like that. So
Okay.
that's almost like, wait a minute, this looks like the plot for Ghost Ship, but what?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Continue. I'm sorry, Gaylene.
Oh, I actually found one of my honorable mentions.
What you got?
They remade DQ3, and I have been looking forever for that game. Like I even like tried to buy like a DS just to buy the original game,
Dragon
but they
Quest
released
3.
it, on Switch finally, and I was just so happy.
Hey.
They're releasing a lot of old games that I like.
Which is good.
People been complaining
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
What?
The way that the version of DQ3 they ported was like a mobile port or something like that. They was whining about that.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
It looks fun. I mean.
It's fine. No, to me it's just fine.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
yeah, but the elitists.
Oh, yeah.
I had a problem with the music thing when I found out about it, but
You're
It's
like,
like-
oh, it's not
But
another elitist.
no, it's fine.
yeah.
All right.
Is it?
I guess if it's okay with the team, we're just going to take a quick short commercial break here.
And then get into our actual
And
top 5.
get to our actual top 5, which no one heard from me and Big John yet. No, I'm joking. I'm sorry. We messed up on our end. That was our bad.
Lol.
But
Good.
thank you guys for tuning in. Please be sure to press that follow button up top. Please spread the word that we are live. And if you're following the channel, press that bell to turn on the notifications anytime we're on. I stream for the company. We got Matt, Gaylene, Big John, pretty much, and Erisel, pretty much everybody who is part of this podcast. We stream for the company, and Julie Rage Mage. We will be back, and we will get started with our top 5 list. Thank you guys.
Stick around, because I can tell this is going to be a long episode.
This is going to be the longest 2 hours of your entire life.
I told you.
Oh my
Dun, dun,
gosh.
You'll be fine.
Will you?
Yeah. Maybe.
Proxy said, "Yay, more shit talking. I love
Oh
it."
man. Oh, wait a well, whatever. Never mind.
All right, guys, we'll be right back in a minute. So stay tuned.